Hi everyone, it's Sherry, and today I'm going to share with you a kit that I got from My Favorite Things back in February. Comes with some black embossing powder and a small cube of VersaFine ink. And this kit has two stamp sets, a set of coordinating dies, and a whole host of cardstock, vellum, and here's the cardstock. You get 5 sheets of the smooth white, 1 of the spearmint, sour apple, ripe raspberry, orange fizz, lemon chiffon, field day, and cotton candy. There are also 2 sheets of vellum included. And this is the beautiful butterfly stamp set. This is a layering set. And there are lines drawn around all of the coordinating elements. You also get the You Give Me Butterfly Sentiment stamp set, as well as, again, the matching dies for the butterflies. So I decided I was going to try the black embossing powder once again. I have tried it in the past and was not thrilled with it, simply because it just seems to get everywhere, and I find it pretty annoying. So I'm going to stamp one of the butterflies with some Versamark ink, and I'm going to do it 3 times across my piece of watercolor paper. And here I have it done, and I'm going to use the black embossing powder. And as you can see, so much static. Even when I use the powder tool, it just sticks everywhere. So off camera, I'm going to go and clean all this up. And I wanted to use my mermaid markers again. I spent money on these. I may as well use them, right? So I'm using a pink, a green, and a yellow. And I'm going to water it down just a little bit with a brush and some water and fill in the entire wing area. And right now I'm just drawing in and I almost messed up there, did you see? Anyway, I'm going to draw in the rest of the wing that would have been stamped in ink had I done the layering technique. So again, I added just a little bit water, and I'm going to spread the color out to cover the entire wing area. And you could use your regular watercolors, your watercolor pencils. You could use your distress inks as well, and pretty much get the same result. So once I finish getting these colored in, then I'm going to come back and use the ink solution directly from the water brush, just to darken it up and give it the shading that you would have achieved had you done the stamp layering. I had to get my pen going there. It was getting dry. And I do apologize, I'm off camera. But here you can see I'm just laying color down directly from the pen. And then I'm going to go soften out the edges there where the 2 different shades meet. I'm going to do that on both sides. And then I'm going to go away and finish up the green one and the yellow one. And I'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, here we go. I have this all finished now. And I decided I wanted to mask off the butterflies, so I used some masking paper and the coordinating die and cut out 3 of the butterflies. I thought I would add a little bit of interest by doing some black splatters, and I just pulled out some old acrylic paint that I had. This is golden carbon black from my mixed media days, and I'm going to water that down on an acrylic block, and then I'm just going to tap over the card, and I'm not going to do a whole lot, just very little. Then I can remove the masking paper, and my panel is pretty much finished. Now I'm going to use the hello sentiment that is in the You Give Me Butterflies. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to place it here. And I'm going to stamp that with some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. Get that lined up. Alright, I'm still checking because I have really bad astigmatism and I do everything crooked. So I'll ink up the stamp, and I wanted to treat my paper as well with a little bit of the powder tool because I will be embossing this sentiment with some clear embossing powder. I tried to dip it in my little container and it didn't quite work, so I guess I'll grab a spoon. Alright, I will heat set that and be right back. So I have this piece of striped paper that I actually cut on the 45-degree angle. That came in a kit I got last year. Honestly, I don't remember which one, where, or who the paper was, but it had the colors in it that I had used in the butterflies and thought that would fit perfectly. So I took a standard A2 size card, and I'm going to place my panel down using a little bit of Tombow adhesive, and then I will trim off the 2 tails there of the pattern paper that's sticking over. Make sure that adheres really well. Okay, I had to let that dry a little bit. I do have a little bit of overage. I guess one paper was cut just slightly bigger than the other, so I'm going to trim off that top. Then trim off that little tail, and then all that's left is to stamp my sentiment. And the sentiment that I chose is just simply, have a beautiful day. Again, I'm going to use my VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And this one actually stamped perfect the first time. And there you have it. That's my card today. Thank you for joining, and I will see you again soon. Bye now.